the All-Star break?
My main focus is just defense. Just really locking in on matchups and things we go through and shoot around. I want to be able to score the ball. I want to be able to have the opportunities. So it's just the little things that keep me involved when I'm not shooting the ball well or when I got it going like we're doing.
Speaking of little things,
Drop dead center.
Welcome to the incredible Rockers Propaganda Channel. I am your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AKInfinity_VVS. And we finna get into a video I've been waiting to do for a little bit. I knew this time would come, but before we go in and get into it, quick housekeeping note. Man, we actually at 163 subs. I ain't realize it, but it looked like the numbers are saying 90-something% of people watching my videos ain't subscribed. So swallow that haterade and piss it out a little bit later. Hit that sub button, hit that like button, leave a comment for me down below. Now let's go and get to the show. So you saw the clip at the beginning of the video, right? What Jalen talk about? Defense. And what has the defense been making him do to the rest of his game? Focus. And it's not like he hadn't already improved on defense so far this season, because he really has. It's just people don't want to give him credit for it because the other stuff ain't been looking good. And really ain't even all the other stuff. It's really just the scoring. It's really just the scoring. It's just the shooting and the finishing around the rim that's been his problem. All the other stuff he been straight at. He really had. The rebounding is up. The reads is looking a lot better. Half-court defense looking good. But one little tweak that he's made in his defense has been picking up people full court. And he's been doing that, I want to say, really since the All-Star game. Yeah, since the All-Star break, he's been picking up full court. So what that's doing is forcing him to stay engaged throughout every possession. So he's engaged and locked in on his man, make or miss. He's pressuring full court, forcing the offense to have less time to operate on the shot clock when they make it past half court. And when they get into half court, the other team doesn't have as much time to run their sets and look for mismatches. So Jalen is still good on a good match. They haven't had a chance to, get him switched onto a big a lot of the time. Not every time, but a lot of the time, and that's really what matters. But the effort has been there, and I think something that's small has carried over to the offensive end too, because when you think about his processing has been a problem throughout the season. He's been more confident in taking his shots, more sure of himself going to the basket. He ain't foul hunting out there. He know he ain't gonna get a call, but he ain't foul hunting out there. If he miss a layup, he just get up and sprint back on the other end, get back on defense. It's something. It's a small thing, but enough small things add up to be a big thing, and I think it's something to be commended. Because he's made, I don't know who talked him into it, but he's made that adjustment. And it seemed to be working for him, man. So even if you look at the shots that he's taking, he's not taking no different shots from the beginning of the season until now. He really isn't. In the big picture, he's not really taking a whole bunch of different shots. If anything, I would have said that would have been something that I would want him to do. Take less threes, more middies, and more drives to the paint. But regardless, he's finishing better around the basket. He's making his shots a lot more efficiently, especially throughout the month of March. And really over the past 9 to 12 games, he's been looking really solid. He's looking a lot more like that all-around player that Ime Udoka wanted him to be at the beginning of the season. And it's something we love to see. But a big theme of the season for Jalen Green has been inconsistency, man. It's been crazy. It's been up, down, and around the town, and from game to game, nobody really knows what's gonna go down. But some of the episodes, let me name some of the episodes of Jalen Green. You had expected third-year leap, Jalen Green. You got road versus home Jalen Green. You got H-Town City jersey Jalen Green. We had hang dribble Jalen Green. We had rebounding Jalen Green. We had playing a little bit harder on defense Jalen Green. We had, if I forgot any of them, leave a comment down below and let me know which version of Jalen Green I forgot. But it's been so many. But let's look at his numbers though from month to month. October, first 3 games, he was at 17 points a game on 25% three-point shooting, 40% overall. And we look at November, he was at 20 points a game, 37% three-point shooting, 43, almost 44% overall field goal percentage. And then, boy, December was nasty. He was at 14.9, round up 15 points a game, on 32% three-point shooting, 37% overall. That was a terrible month for that boy. And then we had January, started to pick it up a little bit. He was at 20 points a game, 30% three-point shooting, 43% field goal percentage overall. And here come February. February was kind of bad, man. February was pretty dreadful. 15.8, say about 16 points a game, 26% from 3, 37% from field goal percentage overall. And then, we're looking at March now. He 24.6 points a game, 37% three-point percentage, and 49% from the field overall. So as you can see, it's looking like he's starting to catch his stride right now. And if you really look at the different numbers like the rebounding and assists per game every month, they've been pretty consistent from month to month. They've been pretty consistent from month to month. So, you had people saying, oh, Jalen Green is sorry, blah, blah, blah. He's not playing any defense. He's not rebounding. He's not, or they'll say stuff like, oh, the rebound isn't all that important because it's not like he had to rebound over anybody. They're easy rebounds. But at the same time, if he wasn't doing any of those things that y'all not getting him credit for, I mean, what they look like? It looked like he really not a good player at all. So, I don't believe that. I think that was a lazy narrative that people was putting out there because he wasn't really, the problem really was he wasn't shooting the ball well. He wasn't finishing around the basket. That was really his problem. And even the other stuff, the rebounding and the assisting and the defense, that wasn't as good as it is now because, again, like I said before, processing. It was a processing issue with him. He knew what to do. He just didn't do it on time. But we got to talk about patience. Patience as well, man. Patience as far as when it comes to these scoring guards, man. It's not. They usually start their careers inconsistently. Let's keep it a buck, man. Because a lot of these guys, they come out of college or they come out of high school or they come from overseas or whatever. If you're just a scorer, you're just a bucket, a lot of times when you're coming up, you're not really expected to do a whole lot else. You really start to round your game out when you get in the league. So as you're trying to round your game out, you're going to be inconsistent because the one thing that you've had to do your whole life, now you're being asked to do a little bit more. So now your processing speed is going to be a little different. But, I mean, obviously there's outliers, but what we've been seeing from Jalen has been pretty normal. Let's keep it a buck. But the narrative is starting to change a little bit. Here's just a short list of things fans been saying. And if I miss anything again, go on and leave a comment down below and let me know what I missed. They say he a bust. They say he a shot chucker. Should have drafted Mobley. No improvement at all. Shout out to Eric Gordon. They say bench him. They say he ain't no different than Malik Monk. They say start Amen, start Cam, trade him and assets for Mikal Bridges. They say he better learn Chinese. They say he a bad teammate. And this is the most disgusting one that I heard. And when I saw this, I had to go find the dude's account because it was a screenshot that I seen. I had to go find the dude's account and straight block him because I ain't having that. I had one dude say, hope he gets injured. If that ain't the most disgusting stuff, how you watching your favorite team and hope a player get hurt for any reason? It don't make no sense, bro. But go off. Anyway, man, we looking at this play-in now, man. We what are we 7-1 in our last 8? The problem with that is The two teams that we're chasing that are in the play-in right now are the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. And both of them teams have easier remaining schedules than we do. And we have the 10th easiest schedule remaining left for the rest of the season. Also, Alperen Sengun and Cam Whitmore are both gone for at least the rest of the season, or the regular season. Tari Eason, he ain't come back till next season. Can we keep up this hot streak? We just beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in a really good win, man, because the Cavaliers are, if I'm not mistaken, what are they? Top 6 team in the league? Something like that, something along them lines. They way better than us, that's for sure. Well, they got a way better record than we do. We just don't happen to play on the East. But it was a great win, man. That was the game that a lot of people were even expecting Jalen Green to regress in. And I know people had a whole bunch of tweets in their draft ready to go to call Jalen all kind of names. Even if we lost, they would have blamed it on him. Even the man could have had 50 points, 20 rebounds, and 30 assists, and they'd have blamed the loss on him, maybe because of one little play. But he didn't have to put up numbers like that for us to get the win, because we ended up blowing him out. Looked pretty good. The processing was good from top to bottom, from everybody that played, the whole rotation. Ime Udoka looked like he got these guys locked all the way in. They playing physical. They playing aggressive. They playing sure of themselves. They look confident. So, with all that being said, man, in the last 15 games, I don't see why we can't go 8-7 in the last 15 games, man. We got 32 wins right now. We were projected to win only 31.5 at the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? I had us winning 38 games. I think that's still possible. We still got to play the Blazers again. We got to play the Bulls, Utah Jazz a couple more times. We got the Wizards again. We play the Warriors again too. That's gonna be a big game, because you win against the Warriors, that puts you a full game, not ahead, but a full game closer to them in the standings, if we haven't already caught them by now. And Curry just came back from injury against the Lakers. But we gonna find out more about these Rockets. We gonna check their oil a little bit. We gonna see. We gonna see what happens. Y'all let me know down in the comments below though, what y'all feeling about this team. What y'all feeling about Jalen Green? How is he looking? Do you think that he's got it finally figured out? Is he changing the narrative? Has the patience paid off? This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. I am your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AKInfinity_VVS. Hit that like button. Leave a comment for me. Hit that sub button, because if you're still watching the video, it means you like what you saw. Holla at your boy.